Hi, everyone. This is Miss Miller. I'm excited to tell you about the registration process for the 2024-2025 school year. In this presentation, I'll be going over how you are going to register for classes and how to complete your registration sheet in order to get all the classes you want without losing your scheduling priority. I'm going to go over a lot of important information, so make sure you are paying attention. Course registration is a process that really depends on students taking responsibility for the process. Students are responsible for taking registration seriously. Right now, you are choosing what classes you will be taking next year, so you are determining what your year will look like. You need to spend time looking at your options, talking to your parents, counselors, and teachers about what classes and electives are best for you. Students are responsible for looking at the big picture. While deciding what classes you would like to take next year, look at the big picture. What courses do you need to take in order to graduate? Are you still missing business or fine arts credits? What does your overall workload look like? Are you wanting to take a bunch of AP courses? If so, how do you find balance? What does your schedule look like with extracurricular activities or a job? You need to make sure you have enough hours in the day. Make sure you're choosing the classes that you want to take. Do not sign up for the classes your friends are wanting to take. Requests to take classes with your friends will not be accepted. Make sure you're choosing the class, not the teacher. Teachers change what they teach from year to year, so there's no guarantee that you will even get the teacher you want. Requests to take a class with a certain teacher will not be accepted. Most importantly, students need to make sure that everything is turned in on time. There is going to be very little flexibility if you do not turn in forms or contracts on time. You will lose your scheduling priority if you turn things in late. Here are your graduation requirements for core curriculum. Students must have 4 credits of theology, English, social studies, math, and science. So students will take 1 full credit of these courses every year. 2 credits of world language are also required. These credits must be of the same language in consecutive years. Credits from middle school are not accepted. Here are your graduation requirements for elective curriculum. Students must take 4.5 credits in fine arts, business, and PE with at least 1 credit in each. This means you need 1 credit in fine arts, 1 credit in business, and 1 credit in PE. Personal finance and health must be taken by every student. The other 1.5 credits can be taken from either fine arts, business, or PE, which gives students the flexibility to take the classes they are truly interested in. Students will also take 1.5 credits of general electives, which can be chosen from any courses designated as electives or from courses not listed as electives, but which exceed the number of courses required within a department. To check your graduation requirements, you can log into PowerSchool to look at your graduation progress. You have to do this on the PowerSchool website, not on the app. So, what are the next steps for course registration? First, you need to take a look at the 2024-2025 course catalog. The course catalog is located on the BT website under the Academics tab. See which classes you are interested in and take special note of courses requiring an application. Applications for any course labeled Application Required in the course catalog will be available to students starting on Wednesday, January 31st via student email and under BT links. You should submit an application for any course you have an interest in. You can always decide later that you do not want to take a course, but you cannot submit an application late. Applications are due on Friday, February 21st. Applications will not be accepted after February 21st. The following courses require an application. Please note these courses include core classes and electives. On Friday, March 8th, students and their parents will receive their registration sheet via email. Students will also receive their honors and AP contracts for approved courses from each department. These will either be handed to you or emailed to you, so please keep an eye out for them. Students will have 2 weeks to fill out their registration sheets with electives and alternate elective courses. Registration sheets and contracts will be due in homeroom on Monday, March 25th. Registration sheets turned in after homeroom on March 25th will lose scheduling priority. Electronic forms will not be accepted. This is what your registration sheet is going to look like. For these instructions, we will be looking at an example sheet for John Sample. All core courses are going to be pre-printed on your registration sheet with the levels that you were placed in by your teachers and department chairs. All approved application courses will also be pre-printed on your registration sheet. If you applied for a course and it is not pre-printed on your registration sheet, then you are not approved for the course. If you will receive financial aid for the 2024-2025 school year, it will be pre-printed on your registration sheet with either 1 or 2 semesters of work study. At the top of the page, you will see how many courses you have requested and how many you still need to complete your schedule. You need to pick enough electives so that you will have a total of 16 classes with 8 per semester. Please note, AP Biology and AP Chemistry are double block courses and will count as 2 courses per semester. John needs 3 courses, including his science course, so he will write in those elective choices here. He has chosen to take anatomy and physiology and speed, strength, and conditioning. You can see that John wrote in that he would like to take speed, strength, and conditioning in the fall. That request is allowed. Students are allowed to specify which semester they would like to have for speed, strength, and conditioning, study hall, or unassigned period by writing in either fall or spring. We will do our best to honor these requests, but there is no guarantee. Semester requests for any other courses will not be accepted. You must select an alternate course for every elective course, including approved application elective courses. John was approved to take AP Computer Science Principles, so he needs to pick alternate electives for that and for anatomy and speech, strength, and conditioning. He wrote his alternate elective courses in the Write Alternate Course column. You do not need to write an alternate course for core courses, work study, study hall, or unassigned period. Please remember that you are not allowed to take more than 1 PE course per semester. You also cannot take more than 1 non-credit course per semester. Non-credit courses at BT are work study, study hall, and unassigned. If you applied for a course that you have decided that you now do not want to take, simply cross it off and continue to select your electives on the lines below. For example, John has decided that even though he was approved to take AP Computer Science, he is no longer interested and would like to have a study hall and take Intro to Law. Remember, he can indicate the semester he would like to have his study hall, and he needs an alternate course for Intro to Law, so he has Intro to Business as an alternate course. If you will receive financial aid for the 2024-2025 school year and would like to complete your work study over the summer, write summer next to the pre-printed work study assignment. If you have 2 semesters of work study and would like to complete both over the summer, you need to write summer next to each work study assignment. For each semester of work study completed over the summer, you must complete 2 weeks of work study in June. Remember, you will need to make sure you add electives to fill your schedule. For example, John would like to complete his work study assignment in the summer, so he wrote summer next to his work study assignment, and he chose digital photography with pop music and culture as his alternate course. On the bottom of your registration sheet, you will see 2 check boxes. You must check one of the 2. The first says, I agree with the above requests. The second says, I have a problem or question about the above requests. If you are happy with your requests, you will mark the first box. If you would like a review of your core levels or for an application course you are not approved for, you will mark the second box. For example, John would like to be considered for AP English Language and Composition, so he checks the second box and writes in AP Lang. Please note that all AP Social Studies and AP Science courses required an application. If you did not submit an application on time for one of those courses, your review request will not be considered. No exceptions will be made. All registration sheets must be signed by both you and your parent or guardian. If your registration sheet is not signed by both you and your parent or guardian, you will lose your scheduling priority. Contracts also need to be turned in with your registration sheet in homeroom on March 25th. Every course that has an asterisk on the registration sheet requires a signed contract. You will receive your contracts from each appropriate department for the classes you were recommended for or were approved for based on your application. So John, for example, will receive a contract for AP United States History and AP Computer Science Principles from the Social Studies Department and the Business and Technology Department. He wants to take APUSH, so he will turn in the signed contract with his registration sheet on March 25th. Since he has decided not to take AP Computer Science Principles, he will not turn in a signed contract for that class. If you do not turn in your contracts in homeroom on March 25th, you will automatically be placed in the advanced level of the course or into your alternate elective choice. If you were recommended to take the honors or AP level of a course and you do not want to take it, you are allowed to decline that invitation. You will just put a line through the course and write in the advanced level of that course. AP and honors recommendations are considered invitations to the class, but you are allowed to decline that invitation. You will not be allowed to add that class to your schedule later, so please make sure that you really think about which courses you would like to take. Your completed registration sheet will look something like this when completed. Registration sheets that are turned in after homeroom on March 25th will lose their scheduling priority. If you have any questions, please contact me. My email is mmiller@btcatholic.org. You can also make an appointment to stop by my office if you would prefer to speak face-to-face. There are a couple more notes to keep in mind. If you are a rising junior and physics has been pre-printed on your registration sheet, you are allowed to cross it off and take physics senior year. If you sign up for an unassigned period and do not qualify based on acceptable academic and disciplinary records, you will be automatically placed in study hall. As a reminder, registration sheets and contracts are due in homeroom on March 25th. If you would like to make a change to your course requests after March 25th, you will lose your scheduling priority. If you would like to make a change between March 25th and May 31st, you must submit your request to your guidance counselor. If you would like to make a change between June 1st and July 12th, you must submit your request to your rising grade level assistant principal. Core course level change requests must be submitted by April 12th. All elective changes requested on April 15th or later will incur a $50 elective change fee, no exceptions. July 12th is the last day to request elective changes for the first semester. Only emergency changes and drops will be allowed with the approval of your grade level assistant principal. August 31st is the deadline to request a drop for first semester. A drop is requesting to drop an elective to add a study hall or unassigned period. August 31st is the deadline to request semester 1 level change requests. November 1st is the last day to request an elective change for second semester. January 31st is the deadline to request a drop for second semester, and also the deadline to request a second semester level change. Again, if you have any questions, please email me at mmiller@btcatholic.org. Students, please be the one to contact me if you have any questions. Parents, please have your student contact me before you contact me. This is their responsibility and they need to take charge of their registration. Thank you.